Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be building an island retreat, complete with outdoor relaxation opportunities, an outhouse, a canoe, and a pit for cooking island food. The lot I have built this on has beautiful fruit trees and palm trees, many spots for swimming or sailing, and a fishing sign so you can sell or cook the fish you catch. This lot also has the off-the-grid lot trait, and all appliances and plumbing count as off-the-grid. So, you won't have to pay bills while living here, but the island is still fully functional. Okay, so to start with, we're building a small rectangle. It's a really small little hut on the beach, not huge. I'm putting a little porch in, putting it on stilts. I believe the stilts were introduced when Island Living came out. That's the pack I'm using for all this. Very nice furnishings, all that. I love this pack. Just putting in some stairs, also from the Island Living pack. The colors match the foundation, which I love. And it took me a little bit to find a good siding. I wanted vertical siding, and my reference photo, the hut was actually really cool pink, but I could not find the right siding I was looking for in pink, so we ended up going with just a neutral brown color. Okay, now we're putting on the roof. Really simple, just a small A-frame roof, but then I extended it out on both sides, and I duplicated it and put it over the porch so that you still get that little bit of wall under the roof, even though it's stretched out over the porch. And then the roof trim was, there was some kind of roof trim bug, I don't know what. I was trying to fix that, would not work. Um, you can see the behind roof, the roof in the back, has thicker trim than the one in the front for some reason. I don't know why, that's an issue. We're putting in some support beams for the porch to make it look real. I think they look really nice there. And then I'm putting in my favorite fencing of all time. I used this for the recent cabin build, that was my previous video, but I'm using it for this shack too. It looks really nice. And we put in a little front door. I will be replacing that. And then also this window I will be replacing. Um, I believe we end up using a Salvadorian, or a Forest Adventure, or what is it? Jungle Adventure. There we go. Jungle Adventure window. So, yep, that's the window we're using because it opens up and it just looks really nice like that. And then I'm recoloring the door. I do replace the door in a second or two. And I recolor a bunch of stuff right here. And then I do believe I changed the actual wall siding. It didn't have the right effect that I was looking for. Um, but I think this one looks a lot nicer. And I'm just making the roof a little bit lighter. Just like that, and that really ties it together with the porch railing and stuff. It looks really nice like that. And now I'm just putting in a little bed in the corner. Really all we're going to have in this room is just kind of a bed, because our cooking, that's going to be one of those kind of cooking pits that came with this pack. That'll be outside. And then for entertainment and fun, there's going to be a swing set, but then you can also go swimming, go fishing, or get on the canoe that I will put in. Um, and we'll be building an outhouse for the bathroom, which I do like the way that outhouse came out. So we're just adding in some stairs now, swapping out that bed with a pink bed. Um, Looks really nice. It's kind of a wicker vibe. And then I forgot to mention we did put those chairs on the front porch. And then I'm just using a side table, again, from the Island Living pack, sorting out the rug issue. Um, End up moving that just close to the bed, just like that. Looks really nice. And here I'm starting to build the outhouse. I had to type in a couple cheats to get the kind of handcrafted toilet. I like the way it looks for these types of builds, and it is functional off the grid, so again, you won't have to pay those lot bills, which is always great. I tried to make the outhouse just one tile, and it actually looked fine. It kind of looked like a porta potty. I put in the door and stuff, and then um, the issue was when I put on the roof, it just did not look right. And here you can see I put on the roof right here, did not look right. And then I made the sides shorter and it just looked even worse. So I ended up making it a 4-tile large outhouse. And we end up putting a bathtub in here too, because I had forgotten a way to shower. Um, And then here I'm just trying to match up the angle of the roof and see what angle I had it at. It's really important to match the angles of your roofs throughout the build, otherwise it'll look very weird, unfinished, just not professional. So now I'm just fiddling with door colors, and that's pretty much it for the outhouse. I'm just adding a little porch with the stairs. I didn't actually build a porch, those are just the stairs, how they look. And then I put some railings up to kind of give it something extra. I didn't like the way it looked, so I ended up removing those. And then I'm moving the hut closer to the water, so it's like really beachfront. Nice beach access. Looks really nice. Again, we're kind of on a remote island. You're kind of living off the land. It's a really cool vibe. So I'm just adding a little trash can out here. This is from the pack, so it actually matches really well with everything else. Now, the mailbox does not match at all, but you need that for a functioning residential lot. So I colored it kind of that medium dark gray. I think it blends in better. Adding that towel, that cooking pit. The towel is for sunbathing. The pit, you can make big meals with it. Again, part of that island living pack. I think it works really well. I tried a campfire from the outdoor retreat pack, but it didn't look right, so I replaced it with a bonfire from this actual island living pack. And then I put the canoe and a swing set in, both of those from this pack, so they tie in really well. I like the way the swing set looks. It looks really handcrafted. Here you can see I put that bathtub in the outhouse. That works really well. And then I put a little table in front of this window here, just to put something else in the room. And then I tried to set up like a little chair with kind of a bongo for bongo playing. I don't remember if I replaced that or not. I do like the way it looks though. So like you would go and sit down and play the bongo. And then I do recolor that so it matches better. And I recolor the front porch chairs so they are purple and pink because this is just a really relaxed island, really cool. So I'm putting out some loungers on the beach, and then I put a table in, and then I realized the loungers were kind of floating because of the angle of the sand, so I moved them back a little bit. And then I was thinking about adding a little bookshelf in the corner, it didn't look right. I was then experimenting with curtains. They didn't look right either. There's just not a lot of room in here. I used debug rocks and stuff, and I put that on the lot with some kind of washed ashore crates to make it look more realistic. And then I added a little fruit bowl onto the table. I was experimenting with lights, how they would look at night, stuff like that. I ended up just going with a simple little candle because I realized that the light that I had hanging was not an off-the-grid light, so it would not have worked. So I replaced it with a candle on the bedside table. And now I put in those tiki torches in a couple different places. I'm adding a couple more now. And then I do end up recoloring all the tiki torches because I didn't like the way they looked in the surroundings with their original color. So I changed those. I'm liking the way the island is coming together. All we have left is landscaping, really. So I'm adding in palm trees, all from the island living pack. I added in a fruit tree and kind of a flower tree, and none of those are functional, the fruit tree or flower tree. That you can't actually harvest things. They don't have harvestables growing, but I still think they look really nice and add something to the island. So I added in some of that ground shrubbery, and I enlarged it for under this tree here, and now I'm adding in some grass. I swapped to a different grass swatch that matched what was on the rest of the island better. I actually ended up using an outdoor retreat grass swatch, which was an interesting choice, but it actually looked better. So here I am, still with the same grass swatch, just trying to make it look more natural and more like the island that it's on. I'm trying to get this lot to really blend in with its surroundings. A little challenging, but not too hard. And then I do replace, I was trying to add some sand detailing under this tree. It didn't look right. I don't see why you would need sand detailing under a tree. Because I mean, it's all the same sand. I do the dirt detailing under houses because there's grass on top of the dirt, and when you put a house down, you're probably going to see some of the dirt now because there won't be grass anymore. So here I am, again, trying to get the terrain paint to look more natural. Wasn't really working. I put it on the lowest level of hardness to make it look more soft and natural. Didn't look right. Here I am now replacing this grass with the outdoor retreat grass. which, believe it or not, matches better with the Island Living pack, surprisingly. And then I'm trying to soften it up on the side of the lot, just so there isn't a harsh line. So yeah, thank you for watching. That'll be all, and I will see you next time. My name for the gallery will be in the description. You can find all of my lots on there.